Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Ryan. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Bravo! Mike 17, you ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
From the 41, Ryan. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 41 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Stays on his feet. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 59 yards. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And complete right side to Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
41 Mike on the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He sets to fire deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like an I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 19 yards away. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Check 20. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and inches, Ryan, he's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 22, Ryan looking for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
11 yards there, first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill. Undercrush. 2 seconds.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
On second and 12, Jackson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget. They got his man complete. And now look at this. Big gain but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, hut, get the flag. Blue drone, Coco. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Bravo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half. But I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Orbit. 17's Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tim Williams. Credit him with his sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On third down, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. O.J. Howard, 51 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check ready. White 25. Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First and 10, it's Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the newest member of the Cardinals, Robert Alford. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ryan now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Ryan, and he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Brian Burns in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Third and long, it's Ryan, and that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the newest member of the Cardinals, Robert Alford. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go!
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him,
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Under 39.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
The Cardinals
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 9,
Hey, watch the lane.
Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
I'm coming after you. Zoom. Check 59.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay.